why do you love My Hero Academia?
That's a really good question. I don't know. It's oh, I got an evil stare. I think what really draws me to My Hero Academia is I think all the various characters just and the amount of like depth that they go into all these various characters is really interesting. They have a very large cast, and although they sometimes don't spend a lot of time for every character, there's there's a person for everyone. So if you don't like Midoriya, like you can probably watch the show because there's so many other characters that you can get invested in, like Bakugo, Todoroki. I'm currently cosplaying like Hawks. Hawks is, I mean, he's had less than 5 minutes of screen time, and I've seen so many Hawks cosplays. So I think they just I think the story is very interesting as well. I think it's not anything revolutionary. I don't think it's a pretty typical shonen anime. However, just the amount of characters and just the way they're telling the story is just really interesting.
Yeah, I've recently come around to My Hero after years of really pushing back against it and trying
Yeah.
to get into it but not really liking it. And now I can appreciate it more because, like, again, it's not revolutionary, but it does so many things well and so many people like it. And I
Yeah.
think the cosplay is really great. I think that's my favorite thing to come out of My Hero is that the character design is
Yeah.
so nice
It
and
is.
it lends itself very well to cosplay.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I'm not sure if they had cosplayers in mind while making these characters. I'm not sure they did or not, but they did a good job. And besides a few hiccups here and there with some of the character designs and some of the design choices that are just hurt me personally, so, like the khaki on khaki for Hawks is just needs to go. I'm sorry, it's not. Who designed this costume?
Someone who's
But other
colorblind, clearly.
just like, why would you do that? Why would you put khaki on khaki? And his blonde hair. Anyways, but I still love the character, and his personality well makes up for his clothing choices. But I mean, there's every character is very dynamic in every single way. And I think if you have a character and that has a recognizable silhouette, that is good character. And I think if you just took every character and just made it like, like a black and white kind of picture and just blurred out them until there was just a silhouette, you could easily recognize that character. And that's what makes a really good character to cosplay, because it's just so recognizable.
Absolutely. And that's something I think a lot of other animes going forward will try and pick up on. Like it's the same thing with Demon Slayer. Demon
Oh yeah.
Slayer it looks so good because like it's the color blocking, it's the art style itself, and I think the anime does the manga a favor by improving on the
Mm-hmm.
art significantly,
Oh my
but
gosh.
significantly so.
Yeah.
But no, just like the characters look very good. They it's like even if you don't know the anime, the character itself will stand out. When you
Oh yeah.
see little toddlers wearing the Tanjiro's like guard thing, that's so cute. But when you see like people wearing Nezuko stuff, Mitsuri outfits, when
Yeah.
they're wearing everything else, and there are so many other great characters to come out of Demon Slayer that have yet to be animated.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that's going to stand the test of time, and I think
Oh yeah.
animes going forward will consider that. They'll consider how can we create something like you said that's iconic, that has a good silhouette, that will be remembered and worn and recognized by people who aren't even into our show. There are people who don't
Yeah.
know Demon Slayer, they never watched an episode, but they know who Kanroji is.
Yeah. I mean, it's and especially with the Mugen Train coming out, and the time that it came out was perfect. Like right as things started to open up, Mugen Train came out, and I think it was the highest grossing anime film, I believe. Yes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, I saw it in theaters twice, and I cried twice. So it was and it was so beautifully animated, and it was so heart-wrenching. And I took friends with me who had never seen the show before, and they're like, what it's like, and they're like, oh, it's an anime movie, okay, we'll come see. Bawling at the end. And my friend's still mad at me because I showed her that anime, or I showed her Mugen Train, and like, her favorite character, something happened to them. And for those of you, I don't want to spoil it. And she's just like, she's like, you brought me to this, you didn't tell me. And she still has not yet watched the series, but she's really obsessed with that one character. So it's, I mean, it's that kind of like that powerful It's I mean that's how powerful the show is, and because there's a person who's never seen the show, just watched the movie and is still obsessed with the show. So it's cool.
Please record her reaction when, it happens.
Yeah, I wish I was videotaping, but like, all right, this is my friend. She's just crying her.
Oh
But
my God.